Welcome to this video, probability 1.4, data in a table, conditional probability. So here's the example 4. We have a random survey of 1,000 people. We've got men, women of different ages. And, these are all the different numbers that are Republican, Democratic, or Independent. All right. So one thing I do in these problems is I sum all the columns and I sum all the rows. Typically you'll need that information later. All right, so I did that already. You could do that yourself with a calculator. There's 4 questions. A, what's the probability that a random person is a Republican? All right, so it's going to be successes over total. So successful outcomes over total. So what we got to do is find out how many people are Republican. Oh, well, it tells us right here there's 280 of them. Over a total of, there's 1,000 people in the survey. And you can reduce that to 7 over 25. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Part B, what's the probability that a random person over the age of 25 is Republican? So again, it's going to be successful outcomes over total. So what we're talking about now is a random person over the age of 25 being Republican. So what I care about is all the people over 25. So I've got, here's people over 25, and here's people over 25. So that's going to be my total sample space. So I'll do the denominator first. So those total people would be these 450 plus these 445. Now for my successes, oh, well, just this group here is successful, and just this group here is successful. They meet both criteria, being over 25 and Republican at the same time. So that would be my successful outcomes. So that would be 135 plus 110. And I worked out the computations. You would get 245 over 895, which reduces to 49 over 179. And we'll agree to leave the answers in exact simplified form unless otherwise specified. Okay, parts C and D are similar, but they've got like a small little nuance of a difference. All right, C, if you are a man, what's the probability that you are Republican? So now I'm talking about all the men. So that's my sample space. So again, I'll go successful over total, and I'm talking about out of all the men. So let's find out what that totals. Okay, well now all the men would be this for my sample space. So we'll do the total first. So that would be 55 men there plus 450 men there. Now I've got to find out my successful outcomes. Not only are you a man, but you're also Republican. Oh, okay. So that's a man and Republican. And that's a man and Republican. So those would be my successful outcomes. So that would be 20 plus 135. And I'll compute that one right here. That would be 155 over 505, which reduces to 31 over 101. Okay, and then finally, if you are Republican, what's the probability that you're a man? Okay, so again, it'll be successful outcomes over total. Let's do the total out of all Republicans. Okay, so let's find out who all the Republicans are. I've got 280 of them. Okay. Now, to be successful, not only are you Republican, but you're also a man. So again, I've got these being my successful outcomes, 20 plus 135. So just note in the previous example, I had the same number of successful outcomes, just a different sample space. Okay, so I worked that out, and I got 155 over 280, which reduces to 31 over 56. And there you have it, how to use data in a table and conditional probability to find out probabilities of different events.